Give this thing a try.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and especially Xiangyang. I like how you started your speech. You started out with why it's important to you to talk about this. Your manager told you that you need to work on your communication skills. And that set the tone for this speech. Because when your manager says you need to work on something, most people are like, I'm going to work on it. And communication is something important for all of us to work on. So I like that you set up your speech with that. One thing I did notice that at the very beginning and throughout, you tended to stay here close to the lectern and grasped your hands a little bit. But I also noticed that you used more gestures this time than I've ever seen you use in the past. And you said, don't do this. I've never seen that out of you before. I thought that was excellent, considering your vocal variety. And even while you were standing up here behind this, I thought you had confidence. You stood here with a presence. You weren't slouched over. You stood here like you knew what you were going to say, and I like that. And on top of that, you had good eye contact. You scanned the audience so that everybody felt like you were developing a personal presence with each of us. Very good. Concerning your vocal variety, I noticed that you've slowed down in this speech compared to your other speeches, which helped us understand your pronunciation. You were a lot clearer in this speech than I've heard you in other speeches. So I continue doing that if I were you. You also had a forceful stance in this speech, like don't send mixed messages. I was afraid I wasn't going to send mixed messages. But you also had a higher pitch when you talked about looking at the audience. And then you smiled at us so we could see you had joy in the speech, but you also had that higher pitch, which I thought also sent the message of relaxation. You were happy to be here. One thing I would have liked to have seen is a handout with these points on it. You spoke slowly enough where we could write it down, but a good takeaway would be the points that you talked about so that we can all work on our communication skills. Also, your conclusion, I would have liked to have heard, since your boss told you to work on your communication skills, what did you work on and how did you improve? Such as Toastmasters helped me in what you learned. But overall, great job. I've seen you grow so much with your vocal variety since the very beginning, and I think this speech highlighted it. Excellent job.
Thank you.
This one?